On tonight's episode of Tales from the Porch Swing, my porch swing still broke, so I'm sitting in my rocking chair. Things I hate. My days at the Cordy Bartlett School of Animal Doctrine, and what in the hell is this world coming to? So, those of y'all that know me knows that there's things that I absolutely hate. And a few of the things that I hate with every ounce of my being is probably the main thing on top of my list is mayonnaise. I hate mayonnaise. It's nasty. I don't want to see it. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to smell it. It makes me gag to smell it. I hate it that bad. If it just happens that I accidentally taste any, I just lose my appetite and I get madder than hell. I get fighting mad when I taste it. So one day, me and my buddy, I was taking bear hunting with me because he hadn't never been bear hunting. And it was real early in the morning. It's cold that morning, and we stopped by Bojangles on our way to go up the mountain. And I ordered, he said, we got around to the window, and he said, get me some mayonnaise. And I looked at him, and I said, really? He said, yeah, get me some mayonnaise. I like mayonnaise. I said, all right. So I get him some mayonnaise, and I'm eating my biscuit, and I got the heat on because it's cold. We're driving down the road, and all of a sudden he cracks open that mayonnaise to put on his biscuit, and it's in front of the vent. And I get a whiff of that shit. And I go, I'm like, I said, oh God. And I start rolling my window down. I'm going, hurry, eat it. He's like, what's wrong with you? I said, it's that damn mayonnaise, eat it. Hurry, get it out of here. I can't stand it. So, so he got some crap about the whole biscuit in his mouth, trying to eat it, get that mayonnaise smell out of the car. And here I am, it's freezing outside. I got my head hanging out the window so I don't have to smell that damn mayonnaise. I can't stand mayonnaise. I've turned all my kids against mayonnaise. One of my daughters the other day, she was talking about how bad she hated mayonnaise. She said, Daddy, I hate mayonnaise too. And she said, come think of it, I don't think I've ever tasted it. And I thought, yep, my job's done here. I hate mayonnaise. I can't stand for somebody to shit on me. If you shit on me, it makes me fighting mad. I don't do it to anybody, and I can't stand to have it be done to me. One day, my buddy called me, and I ain't naming no names, and he said, do you want to ride down to Anderson, South Carolina with me and and look at a Jeep? And I said, yeah. I said, I ain't got much going on at the shop. Tomorrow I'll ride down there with you. So I called the boys, and I told them I was going down there. We go down there to Anderson. We look at that Jeep, and we're coming back home. We're riding up the road, and he shit on me, and oh my gosh, I started gagging again. I'm driving. I'm going, and I'm hanging my head out the window, and he's laughing, and I'm over there dying. I hate it. I can't stand it. Man, I can't stand the smell of a trash truck, especially on a hot summer day. Oh gosh, that makes me sick too. I go to gagging. Something else I hate are mice. I can't stand a mouse. I'm terrified of mice. They're little grimy bastards. They carry the plague. They'll eat you in your sleep. They'll crawl into your mouth and crawl down your throat and die and kill you. I can't stand them. And I think it's from my mom is terrified of them too. When my sister wasn't born yet, and I was running around the house. I had to have been about 2 years old because she was born when I was about 3 and a half, I think. So the mouse runs through the house, and she jumps up on the couch and starts screaming. And then she finally, I guess she left me on the floor, and it terrified me. And she finally runs to the telephone, calls my daddy, and tells my daddy to come home and kill that mouse. And she made him come home and, I guess, find it and kill it. But I'm terrified of mice. Snakes, man, I don't mind snakes. You catch a snake, you got control of his head, you're good. Spiders, you just stomp them. My wife's terrified of spiders, but spiders ain't gonna bother you. But mice, they aggravate me all the time at work, man. They'll tease me. They'll tie a rag to a string and jerk it across the floor like a mouse is run across it. And there I go running out the parking lot because they know I'm terrified of them. My papa, you know how I ain't all y'all from the mountains around here, but old people in the mountains, they always had midwives that would come help the pregnant women deliver babies. Well, then you'd have a community veterinarian too. My papa, he was a community veterinarian in Black Mountain. He was always for doctoring on people's animals. If they had a sick animal, they'd call Papa. me and him go over, and he'd always bribe me to go with him. He'd say, "We gotta go give this dog a shot or goat a shot or whatever," and he'd say, "I'll give you the money out of it if you'll go with me." So he didn't have to bribe me, but we'd go and he'd make me give it the shot, and he'd give me the money out of it. We'd make about $10 for going and giving something a shot. So one time he had a bunch of milk goats, and that was his thing. He always had milk goats, and he drank goat milk. He swore that goat milk cured his peptic ulcers, which I'm pretty sure they probably did, because he drank goat milk and quit having problems.